is going on in the church? Why is there a female carrying out baptismal service?
Good night, everyone. Good night. Everybody knows that this foolishness where this man coming with is nothing but a mess. Nothing but a mess. Nothing but a mess.
The People's National Party Media Unit. This is Senator Cleveland Tomlinson, Deputy Spokesperson for Productivity, Efficiency and Competitiveness. The opposition is calling for the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority Bill, the NARA Bill, to be sent to a joint select committee of Parliament before it goes any further. Let me be very clear. The government must suspend the debate on the bill in the lower house and subject it to a review by a joint select committee. The bill in its current form is an affront to accountability and good governance. It makes no provision for a board of the authority. There's no audit committee, no internal auditor, and no clear risk management function. Yet, this is an entity that will be responsible for managing billions of dollars, including public funds and facilitating private investment. That cannot be right, and it should not be permissible. Any authority with this level of responsibility must have strong internal governance and proper oversight. These are basic requirements. Now, we all understand the urgency. Reconstruction efforts in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa must move quickly, but speed cannot come at the expense of accountability.
Exactly.
We have to get this right. This is why we are proposing that the bill be sent to a joint select committee with a clear and limited timeline of 60 to 90 days. This will allow for proper review. It will also allow for stakeholders, experts, and the wider society to make their contributions. And it will ensure that the final legislation strikes the right balance between urgency and good governance. Jamaica deserves legislation that is both effective and accountable. We can move fast, but we must also move carefully.
Exactly. I want to tell you something. Today I was listening to Dwayne Valls. And Kenneth Russell. I'm going to make you hear Dwayne Valls.
Today on Power Talk Mondays, you'll be looking into the NARA bill that the government is proposing and has placed
we can't stop talking about this,
in the House of Parliament. And of course, you'll have heard various views across the political aisles about why NARA is important, why they should do it, why they should not do it, or how you should do it. There are many different opinions on the matter. And the major concern from the opposition is that there are certain irregularities in the proposed bill that need to be rectified before we can pass such a bill. So it's not that the opposition is opposed to an agency like NARA, because we all understand the importance of fast-tracking certain things to ensure that we don't lose ground when it comes on to certain projects that are needed for development. But at the end of the day, no matter what project you do, there must be some levels of accountability. And what we are seeing in this bill is that it is lacking when it comes on to accountability. And I'm just going to raise 3 concerns that I have, and people
I
must
want to
understand.
listen to this, Jamaica.
And I want people to weigh in on these concerns. And the first one is the amount of power that the bill gives to the Prime Minister, the Minister in charge, and the CEO of this agency. They basically have the power to do anything that they want to do. So if there's a project that needs to be done, they can just sign off on it by themselves without bringing it to cabinet, without bringing it to parliament, and that would show or open up areas where we can find corrupt activities taking place. So we would not want to know that that level of power is just put in the hands of these persons when it should really go to the parliament, for example, to pass on certain issues that we may have. They also mentioned, for example, if they want to do a project and there is a land issue where persons would own land and persons have difficulty in giving up the land, NARA can just take away the land from persons.
You know,
I don't think anybody in Jamaica would want to know that the land can just be taken away like that just because one person or one agency decides on something like that. That is not acceptable in our society today. Another thing is that they can join with any contractor. Choose the contractors that will to do projects. So without going through any formal system, the minister in charge or the CEO can just decide, okay, this is the contractor I want to use. We're going to fast track the project and it must go on. This opens up the door for corruption. It opens up the door for persons to just use anybody because these persons are their friends or these persons are their acquaintances without going through any proper procedure. So what we're saying is that we are recommending that certain changes be made to this bill before we think about passing it. In its current form, it is only going to cause confusion. It is only going to open up different areas for corruption, which we don't want to happen in Jamaica. So I'm asking persons, weigh in on what they saw on the bill, give your own opinions, and let us hear before we go ahead and pass such a bill. Thank you for tuning into Power Talk Mondays. See you again. Same place.
The problem, you know, I mean, I understand. And tonight, we will take a labor right on the platform. Once you're respectful, and if you want to share how you see the NARA bill, I'll give you an opportunity. As long as you're respectful. No one nobody come over here with no bad word or anything like that, because some of you don't have no behavior. And for me, I can't deal with that. Believe adult must can conduct themselves in a good manner. I want you to listen to Kenneth Russell.
Well, I hope you have been following the discussions about the NARA, the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority.
Diane.
So this is the bill. You know, I've been reading and rereading and making notes, and if you see what it looks like, you know, with my notes on it. So it's a bill entitled An Act to make provisions for the management and implementation of the post-disaster reconstruction and resilience effort consequent on the passage of Hurricane Melissa, and for resilience generally, to establish the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority and for connected matters. So you've heard a lot of the comments. I can't read it to you. Clause by clause, you know, bills, they start with the definitions of terms. So, for example, it talks about here the authority, meaning the NARA. It defines what goods mean, and you heard some of the comments in Parliament from Mark about goods, how goods is defined broadly, and so on and so forth. So those are where the terms are defined. And then it goes to administration, how the NARA is administered, the functions of it, and so on. So let me read a couple of my, I say favorite loosely, but you know, these are some of the clauses that are cause for concern. So when you hear the talk about how powerful this entity is, Take, for example, this clause here, it speaks to, for the purpose of performing its functions under this act, the authority may, subject to any regulations made here under, do anything and enter into any transaction which in the opinion of the
Can't work,
authority
so. No
is
good
necessary
government,
to
no work,
ensure
so.
the
You have
performance
to
of
be
its
transparent.
functions. Take such
Hi,
actions as may be
Dwayne.
necessary and practicable to ensure the preservation of sites and objective area. Just that this is a good thing, but you see how broad this thing is, that provision is, right? So, and here at 4, the authority shall, if lawful and practicable, utilize existing capacity, resources, facilities, and systems of government, which may be appropriately co-opted for the purposes of this act. Very, very broad powers. Now, those by themselves, troubling, but it gets more problematic when you look at how the authority is to be directed. So take, for example, here, directions. Who gives directions to the authority? Actually, let me go back to previous section where it speaks to, previous clause, it speaks to reporting. So we talk about the lack of accountability, and some of the people on the other side would say quickly, well, it reports the parliament. But hear what it says. Yes, should provide an annual report and audited financial statements. This comes 4 months after the end of the financial year.
4 months after, I know.
Then the minister
They're just running
should
away
take
from.
that report and have it tabled in parliament within a reasonable time, no specific time frame given.
Can't work like that.
And then look at 12. At 12, the authority is now presenting its plans for approval to the minister. So basically, you could have a new plan approved before the parliament actually sees
The old one.
report from the previous year, because 4 months after the end of the financial year takes you to about July, and then reasonable time, which has no specific meaning here, means that by September we still would not have seen this. We might not have seen this report from the previous year, right? So those are the things that cause us to pause and to worry. And when you look at the direction of the authority, what direction it takes, direction from.
So the prime minister are gonna be the minister in control of all project. Then him gonna have a CEO, and then anything him tell the CEO or that the CEO have to do. Then that make sense to have no CEO. Nobody put no CEO. You just make all of the plan. We are about to get CEO, and the CEO will take directive from you what you say. And then there's a secrecy part. If they talk out any of the secrecy of the plan. Some labor right can answer it for me, because I don't understand that part, none at all. I don't understand that. This could never be good governance, people. A good government come out with transparency so everybody can see what is happening. I want to explain it. Come see someone up on this platform and talk, say everything people fight against. But read the thing, man. Oh gosh. I don't think we can be so stupid. So the minister got a control that if they want to do a project with land and you don't want to do it, it give the rights to just take your land. No, man. No. No. One of you look, and it's not going to be a PNP against JLP thing, you know. It's going to be a Jamaica thing. So you may lose for your land too. But I know in a clause they're going there for specifically. It's for the maroon. It's for the land up at the maroon. This is madness. This is madness. No. I want to play something for you.
The minister.
Oh.
The minister gives direction to the authority, right? And the authority shall act in compliance with any directions given by the
minister. Any direction.
By the minister in this section. So The minister in this case, minister in charge of the public service, the minister in charge of um, the minister would be the prime minister based on our reading of where things stand. So a lot of power concentrated at that level. Let me see if I can find one more. I know we might have to do this section by section, part by part, but it takes instructions from the minister, and then it
Control him or control the
the
place all by
resources of
himself, man,
government. It can
wife.
cause agencies to change their processes. So if you take, for example, directives, an approving entity shall cause an application for approval or other input to be dealt with in accordance with the terms of any directive issued by the authority. Right? So whether it's parish council or NEPA, the authority can instruct them, and it goes into how it could go about doing that. And then there's some other provisions, right? Okay. I think you get a sense of what we're dealing with. And if you'd like to see the bill in its full, we can also make that available. All right. Let me know. Should we go through this clause by?
So you hear it again. I see now a lot of fuel price shocks threaten schools attendance. JUTC rural bus subsidy seems as key shield.
We're not saying no to ANARA. There's important use for ANARA to be set up. However, the way the bill is at the moment has some serious limitations. CEO of the Jamaica Environment Trust, Dr. Teresa Rodriguez Moody, in an interview with CVM News on Monday. JET is among 28 organizations and individuals who have written to the government expressing concerns about aspects of the NARA bill. Other entities include Jamaicans for Justice, JFJ, the Jamaica Accountability Meter Portal, JAMB, and the National Integrity Action, NIA. Among their concerns, weak provisions for transparency, accountability, and public participation. The absence of a clearly defined governing board with delineated responsibilities and inadequate safeguards to ensure long-term resilience, environmental protection, and public trust. This is being raised by multiple different parties, not just opposition, not just civil society. We have master builders associations. We have different groups that are raising these concerns. And we think that there needs to be some genuine multi-stake.
I can't understand how Andrew if him take some something, him or whoever sit down and write a bill, for passing a parliament, The man who have full authority over my country, and where him say stand, If you want your land and you don't want to get in, just have the right to come in and take your off land. What kind of mad lad is it? I am open for discussion with a Labour right tonight. I'm waiting. I want to hear what I have to say in regards to this NARA bill. I want to hear on explain.
President Donald Trump appeared on CBS News 60 Minutes after the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Correspondent Nora O'Donnell read him excerpts from the suspected gunman.
Greet and thank you all for coming. And, I just wanted to say that my wife and I left Jamaica as a kid, and I thought...
I want to find out a clip for sure. We want 13-year-old. How am I doing with the clip? Did I post it to this? Let me look. Alright, we never save it. Never save it, but I'm going to find it back. And Everybody a talk about the Naira bill.
Nervous about your driving test? Prepare with the
Now
driving
look back
test
for
quiz
that
app.
clip.
This is Senator Cleveland Tomlinson, Deputy Spokesperson for Productivity, Efficiency, and Competitiveness.
No, I know that one. That mean this one.
Welcome again to the channel.
Alright, we're fine now.
Wait, no, you guys can do better. The last time. In Reverend Trelawney, 3 weeks ago. The child is here. He has been released from the hospital. He has not been charged for any crime. And the mother is also here. He can't go to school because he's suffering from gunshot wounds done by police officers in the parish of Trelawney. Now, this is a youngster, right? Youngster, why were you shot by the police? You didn't say nothing what you mean. Police shoot you just like that? Where did the police shoot you? Here? That's in your belly? And this long mark is what? Surgery? You cut you at the hospital? What is this on your hand? Gunshot. Oh, you get gunshot in your hand too? So, did the police tell you why they shoot you? Mother, the police tell you why they shoot your son? No. Up to today's date, did the police talk to you and tell you why they shoot you? No. In the police investigating? Yes, ma'am. Police as yet? No. Have you spoken with any member of parliament, any minister? No. Nobody at all? No one. So, this 13-year-old schoolboy was shot by the police in Trelawney. Yes. And up to today's date? No one. Nobody at all? No. Are you serious about that? Yes, I do. Well, guess what? This is what is happening in Jamaica. Minister of National Security, this is a 13-year-old child. Yes, we know people say that why Mr. Collins doing this. We have to do it to the people. We can't have people in Jamaica, a young boy, 13-year-old, who is getting shot. Yes, we're going to take it to court. But see him here, he must suffer now. He can't go to school. Somebody needs to come and attend to the youngster. He needs to go to school. His mother needs help. He's suffering from gunshot wound. He's in pain.
Oh
No,
boy.
man, them I sit not get from bad to worse.
Them a sit there get from bad to worse. Them a sit there get from bad to worse. We see where Oration came out and said they not give them the police them no camera for where. So it is telling us, unnecessarily all our rights are taken away. All of our rights. The government want to make a Naira bill for take away all our rights. Oration I take away all our rights. People, you see wanna suppress and sell out on a vote for $5,000. One black tank. Huh? Chicken. Wanna say wanna sell you out for? Chicken, rice and sardine. All I wanna. Come here. Is this one to sell you out for? There's no reason why the 13-year-old, nobody not come back and say nothing. When I hear this on news, when I hear it on the mainstream media, so I want to know if you know, so there's a lot of things where we not hear. Don't be fooled by them about crime going down. Crime I get out of hand. it's getting out of hand. 13-year-old. And it's not in the news. What more not in the news? Wanna talk to me, man? Type in a comment. Thank you, Nicholas. Type in the comment. Wanna type in the comment, let me see what I say. If you did hear about it before, this man put it out there and type in the comment. I have a message for Christopher Tufton tonight. Mr. Tufton, I'm going to give you a little title tonight. Mr. Tufton. The hospital them need some urgent need. I hear Cliff Hughes come out today talking about you. And I say, what? Me like when him a say it, because if I come here and say it, I'm not going to say a because and a because. But there's a truth out there, people. There is a truth out here. Hear me? It's not all about bashing. It's about the truth. The reality that is faced by the people on a daily basis. Let me see if it's this one. Yeah.
With this woman, what is happening? So many times you have given her appointment and rescheduled. Once, twice, 3 times, at least 6, 7 times over a period of 16 months. Now she has to call me.
Okay. 11 times.
11 times.
11 times.
Oh.
At the time, plus the time that they tell me they will call me, is that included?
11 times. And the eye is hurting you?
Yes, sir. It's sticking me like needle in there. And sometimes coming like gravel in it.
So
very uncomfortable. And it's swollen.
So when you spoke with the doctor, what does he say is the problem?
She told me one of the times that they could deal with more serious case, severe case than mine. But for so long, sir.
Yes.
And I already spend my money, I do everything what them said to do. Because CT scan is not cheap, you know.
I know. Yes. And you bought a piece of it.
I don't have any money. I'm a family, them from Paris, send the money, come give me to do the something. And I know, me still I walk up and down, frustrated and confused and all of that.
So let me ask you something, Miss Merrill. Yes? How old are you?
78.
78. You're a senior citizen. Yes? Senior citizen. And KPH keeps on 11 times and counting now. They have rescheduled. We're going to ask you to hold on for our producer, Miss Merrill.
Yes,
and we're
sir.
going to reach out to the senior medical officer at KPH to find out what is happening. Why is it that you have been rescheduled and rescheduled 11 times over the last 16 months? The people at the health minister must do these undercover, under the radar visit. If you really want to know, Dr. Tufton, what is happening in your hospitals, You can't dress up in your jacket and tie and turn up there with an entourage. No. Put on your jeans and go on one heavy hat and shades to see what really are going on the ground at KPH and the hospitals across the country. That you boast that you spend billions of dollars every year. This is what people are experiencing 11 times in 16 months. And she can't get the problem with her eye fixed. 78 years old. It's a wicked act.
On a year? On a year for herself? On a hear it? On a hear it? Now I'm gonna hear one other lady so she say at Linstead Hospital. Hold on.
After just 6 minutes in the oven, your pizza is baked to perfection and ready for pickup or delivery. Seamless.
Welcome again to the chat. So on her ear. Listen to this. Anyway.
President of Jamaica. I went to the hospital in Linstead on the 20th of April, 2026, and I am so in shock. I'm asking you please to help out with that. The facility has no
Hi, Maddie.
There's no bed there. There's no mattress there for them to sleep on. There was one lady sitting on an old wheelchair for over a week. She said she don't have a bed. That is a disgrace. The hospitals, people sleeping in a chair for weeks, months. Mr. Prime Minister, I know you guys can do better. The lifestyle you all live, the cars you drive, the house you live in, and our hospital in the country, the people can't get a bed to sleep in. You have to pay for every medication, every surgery. It's not acceptable. I'm asking you, please look into the healthcare system. And for my fellow friends, if you guys see this video, I'm asking if anyone can donate anything. I'll be looking for beddings, sheet, towels, soap, tissue, toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, any hygiene stuff you guys have and can donate. I will be getting a box and try to send it to the hospital in Jamaica. For guys can donate anything, towels, sheets, hygiene stuff. You couldn't get a little bit of mouthwash to use in the hospital. And that's a shame. So again, Mr. Prime Minister of Jamaica, please, I am asking you, the hospitals need your help. They need equipment, they need bed. We have to go out on the street and buy a mattress to bring that to the hospital so a family member could lay down after having an emergency. This message reached to you. Thank you so much.
So on the ear. On the ear. Because when I come here and talk it, they boss tell me. I told them my brother show me say if I feel around at the side of the bed. In mattress of the Oh, Jesus have mercy. It's a mosquito that kill them at night time down there. He say, want come home. He say, man, if he turn at the hospital, him not gonna make it. So may as well him come my yard. It's a mosquito. It's a mosquito at night time. Would have kill them. Not even, you want to tell me, say, you couldn't make one little mesh door for your part where open there, so, and put mesh over the window then? Not even that you couldn't do? So that mosquito not going for the people them at night time? You know what if you tell me that you couldn't buy a piece of mesh? Tell me say everything is so bad. For the last 10 years on India, I come here and profess every day about our prosperity. If you can't take care of the health system, it no matter how much piece of setting on a bill, new parliament, this, that, and the health system, you not pay attention to it. There are many people then dead off who are going to enjoy the infrastructure then. Can somebody answer it for me? Can somebody answer it for me? Oh, this will show me some internet unstable. I'm going to open it. If you cut off when you gone and you know it's internet, I can't bother with it sometimes. So then give me something that I'm go for your paper again. Let me read them again. Dynamic hip screw. Derotation screw. Distal radial locking plate. 2 mm K wire. And the drill rental times 1. Hold on, I need to look for this. I don't think I did look for it the other day. I can look for this and see what it really is. At the hospital, they're in a bad condition. No labor right now on company platform tonight. Drill. Oh, it's a drill bit. And a drill is a drill bit. I'm gonna look for the image. So it's a bit. We're for going at the drill. So me have to buy the bit for the drill. For use. What kind of madness there, man? So I eat this. So then I have the bit for the drill. So you get it with one cutter. So I have to buy the bit and the drill and the bit. This one. I think this is I don't know. Naughty. Coffee, one there for and that. Then the hip screw now for the hip, so the hand and the hip. I was asking any any place where I could have check like where exactly me I check if me I try for so look for them online. You don't have no idea? Um cause this would have been some medical. I want the screw you for your hand. And if I honor I foot this, I finger this man. And I finger this. Look on the picture here. And I finger that, I saw feet and I feel on And then the next one now, the dynamic. DY dynamic hip screw. Also them see it there? No one there for the hip. They say hip fall out of place. And him gonna need surgery. Him better if I gonna do them sit there, you know. Yeah, well I mash up. I talk about come on, but that's not gonna work out. They have a place that sell them. They should be in the package. So you have to tell me place. So but me not gonna be in a year here, I'm gonna be in the US. Me want if anybody in the US know where you can get these stuff. I'm not sure me can get them cheaper. Here. You want me to give you the info? Alright. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you. Not even one of them that's sitting there have. I'm trying to see. Oh, so you're saying Simit and Neville. Simit and Neville, Stryker, or Art Rex would supply them. I need to write that down. Nadi, I want Nadi number again. Cheese and peace. I wish one of them. Nadi. Let me say Nadi name come up. I not even remember Nadi name. You want to tell me something? Remember your number in the naughty. Try send it to you. I mean, not see your name. I not see your name. Your name is supposed to down so far, so. Send me a message, naughty. Just say I. Just send me an I. Let me get your back, because me don't know me not fine. Until they won't sell it to the public, only hospital will have them. Oh, so there's not a place where you can go and get them. Oh. Oh, you were calling me. Oh. All right, let me go back into this. All right, let me see it now. All right, let me see. Yes, naughty. Let me see it. See it. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, they give her one place in a They give her a place in a Jamaica, yes. Yeah, yeah. So true. Mm, we get your point. Oh, that's scamming. That's what they say, yeah. Yes, so it then need the hip screw for screw you. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Yeah, the hand too. So the hand need the hand will need the two are going and they look like a two. One for the hand and one for the hip. Yeah, that's why them they say it, yeah. And then them a tell me now, so them say him need surgery. Exactly what I got on. Yeah man, Tufton need to go. Tufton need to go. The place is broke down in a mess. Mm-hmm. But him my fall should have gone a long time, man. The place is a mess. Sister, not even toilet paper, not even toilet tissue, eh? Not even paper towel, eh? And when they don't come and talk about how much billions I spend, it's a shame, man. Yes, yes, Sarah. Yeah. All right, Nadi, thank you here. We talk again. I'm on the live, yeah. Yeah. Um, yes, Sarah, also flavor. Um, so then I buy him one, I buy him, what you call it? So you can up round on the stick. You can up on the side, on the left side. So, me did buy him some, pamper. So, me say make crutch. Me buy the crutch stick today, yeah. I said, why you not use the pampers there? Because the nurse lady, they tell me to buy the pampers. And I notice him not use them. He say, the people them in the hospital tell him, say, they will lift him up. Who, so two of the man said, they will lift him up, can go put on the toilet anytime he want to do the car. Anyhow, he go do the in the pampers. Nobody now go come clean him and the whole place I go smell stink. So one of the guy will have one crutch stick. But him get discharged out of the hospital yesterday. So him not tell me now. Yesterday I tell me them I said because me not know. So I go get him one crutch stick today. So he can up for go to the toilet. So he can go up on the toilet. So me I wonder how him would if it broke, how him would can go sit down on the toilet. Me not understand it. Right now, it in a God and you know. If miracle go work for me work, but right now, I don't know. The situation here, me are telling the people, me used to listen to people, hear people's story, but experiencing it, seeing it with my own eyes, seeing the condition, the little bed, them like a mattress, them with the pan it, that's an all dated bed we have a Jamaica, you know, sister. So them they look like they did it for 1950. Me say I stop Buchanan and buy get some new bed for upper Port Anthony Hospital. And that is a good thing. We have to go start look to people for give things for carry go to the hospital. When they go to the hospital and I carry soap and so all I own in a little section there with my brother there. Me just give them soap and so. And me have some toothbrush with some little toothpaste. And tomorrow me go back down there, me go carry some and just give everybody upon the ward. I could have buy some toilet paper and give them to you know, because them not have none. Me say all one next man will just come in pan the ward. You can say him not have nothing. And him have to go do up a bed because him having one, he can't walk and 2 foot them something do. Boy. People, me are telling you say no nice. Me I pray a prayer to God. I don't hear me talking all the while. Right as me sit down here, sir, me cannot afford if me for take sick. Me not have the money for go Andrews and them expensive. But my plan that me go up a Dennis Garden place and me gonna get out one of the insurance we have. That's God forbid it or anything for happen to me. At least him have a better facility up there and him have all kind of sitting up there. Me can't go at the hospital. I don't want to go at none of the government hospital. God is my prayer to you. I'm going to do my part that me not end up going to them place there. But we never can tell what lies ahead. And sometimes you say certain things and you end up in the same thing where you say. You know, anything can happen with the pan road, I drive with the pan anything happen, that's a first them. And I'm telling the Lord God. Ah, Jesus help me. This is how my weakness with my eye. The Friday when I carry my brother down, the police then carrying one man. I see him all of him bust up, Lord Jesus. Sometimes I remember back and say, man. That's why my son said, I go down to the hospital, you know. You never go look for nobody. I may tell you, by time them carry him come at the hospital. But if they have to carry them at the hospital, if a standard procedure to make the doctor pass them. Because you could have seen the money and a life and them a push him in. Good night, Tamika. And make me tell you something, people. After them do them, I do whatever. Boy, I don't know. Just take up and just fling They just fling them down, so. You see, even if little life in you, when they fling you in that, they say you can't survive for reach a hospital. If even a little bit of life in you, that they could make you live one day or two. Oh. You hear me telling you? They just flinging people there. I might tell you, say, the people they're not on the ambulance. Or the police van them, then take you and fling people in or something them. Fling you. I'm not going to talk about prosperity. I don't want some lick. I on a labor right with the one side I can chat nonsense. On a blind. On a blind. Prosperity. Where? On a crazy. Something wrong with the brain. If this a if we say a prosperity, you see up a Cayman when me used to say, a heaven then, man. A heaven. Cayman Islands a heaven then, man. If Jamaica a prosperity, Cayman Island a heaven. I Bob Hill. You know why me say that? You know why me say that? Him would not need. Who is Olivia sending me? I don't know who Olivia is. Type in the comment, let me know. You want me add it to the box? Type in the comment and tell me, because I don't really know who you are. Anyhow, Jamaica a prosperity country. I live in the Cayman Islands for a couple of years, so I know. Then the up there so heavy, man. Because if it was up there, and anything there, then find everything to fit for do to your health care in the hospital. Them not give you prescription for go buy, can't come give them. No. Cayman that be heaven. Any old Jamaica prosperity. Cayman Island a heaven. Yes, I would have heaven. Because we have how to do things. The doctor are gonna give me the prescription for go get the stuff. And you know, when I look at it today, you know, I see the thing that they market and say National Health Fund. This thing is a whole heap of scamming, you know. National Health Fund. So I say, what kind of, why would they put it on this? Is it that they're sending me to a place where them have connection to? And by then, it go back and them get triple time. I pay corruption around the country. Pay corruption. And we'd have seen in the Naira bill where the Prime Minister want to pass. We give him one control and he control all the land of Jamaica and make any plan you want with it. You could have bright. You and your wife could have bright. I mean, I never nightmare return to sit down up there. I want no dream, say. We say, Marianne, prosperity for Andrew and Phil. Surely they will treat you in emergency. And then even put on a payment. They will give you a payment plan, man. That's what they do with a lot of people. They're giving a payment plan. They definitely have to care for you and give you a payment plan. If you don't have an insurance, if you cover it, everything. Eh? The man some mosquito that kill them down there night time. And I took this with me. And I said I can't carry it inside. Because it's in a can. And my plan said, I go say me to look for me. I come me have some in the plastic bag like me give away all of them in the hurricane time. Me give away all of them. So I don't have no more of the plastic ones, so I have to go buy one. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. And I am saying, people, what is hard that you can buy one piece of mesh and get one little man for nail up one little door and mesh it and mesh the window them, knowing that the mosquito them are going to go in for the patient. They don't care about no Jamaica people. The mosquito them are going and bite up the patient them at night time. Oh, so you know when I talk about Bobby, let me not say something when I real. Me know when I say, man. You think me want to bash my country? I don't want to bash my country. Me don't want to bash my country, you know. Me don't want to bash my country. But me have to talk the truth. My last time admitted to an hospital was 1994. That's when I was giving birth to my youngest child. And in the maternity ward. Good night, Tony. It's sad, man. In the maternity ward, they used to have, you could have, for ladies, have sanitary napkins. The only thing they were big. And some people say they don't like them because they're too big and broad. But just in case you never can afford and you go there, they used to have sanitary napkin in the hospital back then when I last was in an hospital bed, 1994. And that was when PJ Pattison, or I could say the PNP administration. We never carry toilet paper go to hospital. Toilet paper was there. So our gone so bad in the hospital them now. Because you tell me say the staff them a thief them out. Because you're supposed to have somebody who operate and care for certain areas. So they have to give an account. But don't tell me say you have patient per wall and not even toilet paper. It's bad. Yet this a man I'm dressed up every day going like say, he's a sweet boy. You're a cliff you say if you do? Put on your jeans pants and go check your hospital then where you're oversight because something is missing that you don't know what's going on. Go down at the Spanish Town Hospital, go check on the ward them or mosquito bite up the people there right now in the night here. It's a shame. Housekeeping supervisor, thank you now. So you don't know for your month supply, they must monitor it. I would prefer if they did have the toilet paper down at the hospital and like the people them in the public toilet them, where you have to pay $50 to get one little piece of toilet paper if in case you are going there. If I even that, because people gone down there right now in the hospital, now have nothing, you know. Then have nothing. So if they go to toilet, then them have to beg other patient toilet paper. Them have to beg other patient toilet paper in the hospital. I want to call that prosperity. On a worthless man. On a worthless. On a worthless. Me can't believe it. It's a toilet paper in the hospital. Tough time to know these things. Maybe, because I say, the lady up at St. Thomas asked me if you know, so I go one ambulance up at St. Thomas. And he said, no. You might forget check. How would they messing thing here? 24 hospital under your portfolio. And you don't know what go on. Sometimes I sit down and I say, see, I don't understand if them people can't read and write, you know. I can't read and write. Eh? I can't read and write. Thank you, Con Henry. I can't read and write. Good night, Vian. Christina. Disgrace, Vian. Disgrace. I will call it out for what it is. I don't know if you know it on, I'm going to play back the clip here. I feel them, when people criticize them, so you must know say gone bad. Let me find it back.
Is happening with this woman? What is happening? So many times you have given her appointment
Listen
and
to this.
reschedule once, twice, 3 times, at least 6, 7 times over a period of 16 months. Now she has to call me.
Okay. 11 times.
11 times.
11 times.
Oh.
At the time, plus the time that they tell me they will call me, it's that included.
11 times. And the eye is hurting you?
Yes, sir. It's sticking me like needle in there. And sometimes
The
coming
biggest
like
hypocrite attack. Listen to this.
So
very uncomfortable. And it's swollen.
So when you spoke with the doctor, what does he say is the problem?
She told me one of the times they could deal with more serious case, severe case than mine. But for so long, sir.
Yes.
And I already spend my money, I do everything what them said to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because CT scan is not cheap, you know.
I know. Yes. And you bought a piece of it.
I don't have any money. I'm a family, them vampires send the money, come give me to do the something. And I know, me still walk up and down, frustrated and confused and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So let me ask you something, Miss Murray. Yes? How old are you?
78.
78. You're a senior citizen. Yes? Senior citizen. And KPH keeps on 11 times and counting now. They have rescheduled. We're going to ask you to hold on for our producer, Miss Merle.
Yes,
We're
sir.
going to reach out to the senior medical. The health minister must do these undercover, under the radar visit. If you really want to know, Dr. Tufton, what is happening in your hospitals, yeah? You can't dress up in your jacket and tie and turn up there with an entourage. No. Put on your jeans and go on one heavy hat and shades to see what really are going on the ground at KPH and the hospitals across the country. That you boast that you spend billions of dollars every year. This is what people are experiencing 11 times in 16 months. And she can't get the problem with her eye fixed. 78 years old. It's a wicked act.
Well, I feel, I know me say so. I saw him tough and he said, I know me say so, a KD and I say so, well, and Auntie Jenna say so, a Cliff Hughes, I say so. Cliff Hughes say, him figure put, let me play back that one.
The health minister must do these undercover, under the radar visit. If you really want to know, Dr. Tufton, what is happening in your hospitals, yeah? You can't dress up in your jacket and tie and turn up there with an entourage. No. Put on your jeans and go on one heavy hat and shades to see what really are going on the ground at KPH and the hospitals across the country. That you boast, that you spend billions of dollars every year. This is what people are experiencing 11 times in 16 months. And she can't get the problem with her eye fixed. 78 years old. It's a wicked act. The health minister must cover, on.
So when you say for them, when you say all him a lick out, you must go say gone real bad. The man don't know what go on. Wanna get paid.
State Minister in the Ministry of Local Government, Delroy Williams, is...
We're going to be buying 125,000. There is no principled objection to the policy of body-worn cameras being worn, especially on specialized operations when the bulk of those killings take place. And those of us who are in constituencies as the elected representatives of the people, where these incidents are happening, feel it for the families and the friends and the communities who are impacted when perceived injustice arises, and it is happening too often, and the Minister of National Security should not pretend that there is no need for body-worn cameras or it's not viable. There is no principled objection to the policy of body-worn cameras being worn, especially on specialized operations when...
I wonder if they see what going on in another place. Jesus have mercy. I people there, some of them not see what going on. Jesus keeps me near the cross. The man said no need for what to wear it. That mean they can do as them like. If she ever got how much more time? My brother was telling me today, so they not even look upon him in a hospital. The doctor then come, and when the new one then come, they look upon them. And then the younger thing now, maybe through them give him this now or that them a wait upon. So I don't know if them are going to keep him in there all the time, because I don't know when he might get them.
You gotta watch this. Mr. President, do you know if you were the target of the gunman?
I don't know. It sounds to me, I read
Listen to that.
a
Listen to that
manifesto.
Trump something.
He's radicalized. He was a Christian, a believer, and then he became an anti-Christian, and he had a lot of change. He's been going through a lot based on what he wrote. His brother complained about him, and I think reported him to the police.
How worried were you that there were going to be injuries?
I wasn't worried. I understand life. We live in a crazy world.
We live in a crazy world. And he understand life. And he wasn't worried.
Patients are surprised.
We know that we have a lot of road problems in Jamaica.
Want to get the most.
Even here, at our ear accounts, and many of the delegates were commenting on the challenges that they have with potholes. I'm sure many persons across Jamaica have the same issues with potholes. What we're trying to do with NARA is to spur development.
No fire button where you try to do with NARA. Oh, no, come out with it. Them people are then lie and wicked, man. You know, so them people are real evil. They come out and say them are going to use sparks and reach to fix the road. And now you're going to hear say NARA. Then if sparks and reach fail, why NARA go work? Every time when I fail, I give them a new name. How are them people here, man? They're such a hypocrite. Alright, O'Neill, good night. Eh? I can play a madness while they are chat, sir. No, man. What a difference.
Spur development and spur growth to create an environment where the government is able to spend money to improve the lives of all Jamaicans. Yes, there are other programs that are going to be advanced over the next several weeks to deal with the regular road maintenance. But the bill and the actions coming after the bill will signal a massive boost to development in the country. Bypasses from major towns, connections between Williamsville and let's say Montego Bay, hospitals that we're going to be building, schools that we're going to be building, and building resilience to assist our country in building back stronger in a more resilient way.
Nonsense, your chat. Nobody, I wonder if anybody listen to you and believe one crap what your chat say. Because you never speak truth one time yet. He's one of the most incompetent ministers. I don't know all of them if you don't walk and buy vote. So that's the only reason make some money in the parliament. No other reason. Nobody genuinely walk to a polling station and go vote for the full people there. One bunch of crook, you know. But Nara. After Nara fail, you come now with a different sitting again. I no owner can fool. Our owner try to fool again. I'm going stupid labor right them and no can fool. And some of them I get wise up now. And I believe no more in the foolishness. The corruption make you can't done, Vian. Corruption.
Want to get $16 million. That's how much is owed to the St. James.
From all indications, it would appear that this has been par for the course. In other words, over these many decades in the civil service, there has been the tendency to employ persons more so based on their particular affiliations or connections. The various criteria for these posts need to be fully examined, and the board should be held accountable against that backdrop as it should be seen whether or not the persons so employed did they go through a process of interviewing which would have looked not only at their persona but at their qualifications and experience. It would appear that such issues may have been overlooked and that a sort of arbitrary selection process was adopted. And this would be setting, and indeed is, a dangerous precedent in the public service and should not be tolerated. I suspect that there ought to be very serious consequences.
Everywhere you turn, everything a mash down. Everything. Listen to this, okay, yeah.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
This is Senator Cleveland Tomlinson, Deputy Spokesperson for Productivity, Efficiency and Competitiveness. The opposition is calling for the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority Bill, the NARA Bill, to be sent to a joint select committee of Parliament before it goes any further. Let me be very clear. The government must suspend the debate on the bill in the lower house and subject it to a review by a joint select committee. The bill in its current form is an affront to accountability and good governance. It makes no provision for a board of the authority. There's no audit committee, no internal auditor, and no clear risk management function. Yet, this is an entity that will be responsible for managing billions of dollars, including public funds and facilitating private investment. That cannot be right, and it should not be permissible. Any authority with this level of responsibility must have strong internal governance and proper oversight. These are basic requirements. Now, we all understand the urgency. Reconstruction efforts in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa must move quickly, but speed cannot come at the expense of accountability. We have to get this right.
Fergie.
This is why we are proposing that the bill be sent to a joint select committee with a clear and limited timeline of 60 to 90 days. This will allow for proper review.
Good
It will
question,
also allow
Babel.
for stakeholders, experts, and the wider society to make their contributions. And it will ensure that the final legislation strikes the right balance between urgency and good governance. Jamaica deserves legislation that is both effective and accountable. We can move fast, but we must also move carefully.
Visit our website at pnp.org.
I see about 28 different entities in Jamaica, plus the opposition, that said this is problematic. This is problematic. And when I listen, I can play about Dwayne Valls, I can understand it clear. Because everybody are getting a little input on it. And I want you to listen to this and hear how he put it out. So I understand. We cannot stop talk about this.
Today on Power Talk Mondays, we'll be looking into the NARA bill that the government is proposing and has placed in the House of Parliament. And of course, you'll have heard various views across the political aisles about why NARA is important, why they should do it, why they should not do it, or how you should do it. There are many different opinions on the matter. And the major concern from the opposition is that there are certain irregularities in the proposed bill that need to be rectified before we can pass such a bill. So it's not that the opposition is opposed to an agency like NARA, because we all understand the importance of fast-tracking certain things to ensure that we don't lose ground when it comes on to certain projects that are needed for development. But at the end of the day, no matter what project you do, there must be some levels of accountability. And what we are seeing in this bill is that it is lacking when it comes on to accountability. And I'm just going to raise 3 concerns that I have, and people must understand. And I want people to weigh in on these concerns. And the first one is the amount of power that the bill gives to the Prime Minister, the Minister in charge, and the CEO of this agency. They basically have the power to do anything that they want to do. So if there's a project that needs to be done, they can just sign off on it by themselves without bringing it to cabinet, without bringing it to parliament. And that would show or open up areas where we can find corrupt activities taking place. So we would not want to know that that level of power is just put in the hands of these persons when it should really go to the parliament, for example, to pass on certain issues that we may have. They also mentioned, for example, if they want to do a project and there is a land issue, where persons would own land and persons would have difficulty in giving up the land, NARA can just take away the land from persons. I don't think anybody in Jamaica would want to know that the land can just be taken away like that just because one person or one agency decides on something like that. That is not acceptable in our society today. Another thing is that they can join with any contractor. Choose the contractors that will to do projects. So without going through any formal system, the minister in charge or the CEO can just decide, okay, this is the contractor I want to use. We're going to fast track the project and it must go on. This opens up the door for corruption. It opens up the door for persons to just use anybody because these persons are their friends or these persons are their acquaintances without going through any proper procedure. So what we're saying is that we are recommending that certain changes be made to this bill before we think about passing it. In its current form, it is only going to cause confusion. It is only going to open up different areas for corruption, which we don't want to happen in Jamaica. So I'm asking persons, weigh in on what you saw on the bill, give your own opinions, and let us hear before we go ahead and pass such a bill. Thank you for tuning into Power Talk Monday.
So NARA, I will give them the opportunity. If you take your land, you can't resist it. Me know say I compound out that final. I compound. Chief Curry. This one aim for your brother. So when he pass the bill, Him a go pass it that any land in a Jamaica, him have a right. I don't know now when you go work out. We don't know how to go work out. That's why they don't want the opposition. So when really are doing strategically, what am I doing? If you notice, they're not flare up about make a place become a republic. Can find. So when I use it as strategy, for bringing a new bill now, we still give him the rights and him did want to turn republic. That's what Nara bill is all about. Using it as an alibi if you say because of Melissa. Let me tell you why a long time then did they do it. You remember the time when they build the house, then get the people when they say you don't own the house, and if you're dead, your family can't get the house by your very own land. It's the same land access you might take back again. And use it for hold on to power. But the opposition is smarter than him. They know say not go nowhere. So them a walk all around and get for support it. Alright? Make a referendum for the bill. Make we vote for the bill. Make we vote for the bill. Give us an opportunity to vote on the bill. Take it to a referendum. What kind of bill can go, sir? What kind of bill can go like that? So all of we are that in a Jamaica go sit down and make you and your wife come trample away. Hell no. No. Hey, believe it, open tonight for one labor right now. No, want to come up on the platform tonight. Oh, no, want to come tonight. I want to come argue about the Naira bill. I want for the sense of sit down in the sense. I agree to this foolishness. No, I want to know if we're not going to sit down and agree to this. Some of them don't understand. I tell you, say, you must have terms things in the way they're not Fergie. I don't want you to say Jamaican, I want you to say some. Or if you want to use the word majority, or you want to use it but don't include me in it, because I'm not fool in them Fergie. Me not fool, me correct you the other night. Don't use the term. Yes, use some for me, brother, because I'm not fool like them. I may not be the wisest either, but I not be the foolish neither. I'm not politically motivated that I'm going to give her my rights. I not sell my birthright. I not sell my birthright. The man want total control. The man want turn dictator. That anything him tell the CEO have to do it. So him a go run the country all by himself. But we have seen him with so many offices in so many ministry and a film portfolio. Now he want to add everything. That him control everything. Local government, everything, Napa, everything about Jamaica. This man is a demon from the pit of hell, man. Trust me. How are you, man? Where you come from? Make you believe, say, every square inch of Jamaica, you must have the talk. We're not going to allow it. The opposition will not allow it. And the rest of sensible Jamaican will not allow it. We're not going to sit back. We are carrying our court. And you never got caught and win with it. So you can think about that. So you will never win. She better step forward. You're right, Rian. But maybe sell me house for him, stupid idiot. Sell it now. You mean I sell it now, you may can take it now. Greedy power. Never seen another prime minister want to do this to the country. Never. We don't want this last thing because tomorrow I'm going to try calling a place before I leave and see if I can tell them and hear what they say. What do you think about it for a moment, sensible people on the platform? Think about this madness. What do you think about it now? When I know say Jamaica did will to you. I never know this. In control by higher power. I don't care what kind of power I'm ruled by. But it's not going to work. It will not work. It will not work. This is going to be the only bill that will bring a revolution in this country. Make them push it. And it's only Floyd Green, Nesta Morgan, Edmund Bartlett, and who else? The Williams brother. And them one them say come out and talk about it. Miss Vian, that's one to watch. That's one to watch. It had turn turmoil. I say, why am I intend for them, man? I crash him, man. I wreck him, man, or I wreck him. Man, mine no good. Man, mine no good, man. The man, mine no good. The man, mine no good. I wreck him, or I wreck it. I not stop play them as something I can hear, you know. Every night, I go play them as much as I can, because we have to keep talking about it. Listen to this. Let me play it back again.
I had not originally intended to contribute to the debate because I was confident that the leader of the opposition would have covered the points. And I think the use of the standing orders to curtail the important contribution of the leader of the opposition was very unfortunate. Though consistent with a growing practice of suppression of voices not supporting the government. Members of Parliament were not elected to come here to serve the standing orders. The standing orders are here to serve the Parliament. And when it is used to stifle and suppress an important contribution on a bill that is so significant to the future of this country, it is disgraceful. Mr. Speaker, we can begin by acknowledging the scale of the crisis. Hurricane Melissa inflicted devastation of historic proportions. That demands urgency, it demands coordination, it demands leadership. But above all, it demands accountability. And that, Mr. Speaker, is precisely what this bill fails to provide. It is a blank check without guardrails. This legislation creates an authority with sweeping powers over billions of dollars in reconstruction expenditure, yet strips away the very safeguards that protect public funds. The authority is empowered to procure goods, works, and services directly. It can enter into any transaction it deems necessary, and it is funded by unlimited parliamentary appropriations and other inflows. Mr. Speaker, this is not reconstruction governance. This is a fiscal free-for-all. Where are the explicit procurement rules? Where are the independent oversight mechanisms? Where is the requirement for competitive tendering, public disclosure, or value for money audits in real time? Instead, we are asked to trust blindly that this authority will regulate itself. That is not how Westminster democracy works. I want to turn to what I might call the perfect conditions for abuse. The combination of secrecy and indemnity. The bill compounds the risk by combining these two dangerous provisions. The first is the secrecy clause. Officials are legally bound to treat documents as confidential with criminal penalties for disclosure, not administrative. Criminal penalties. And then these officials are indemnified for any actions taken in their roles. So you're combining secrecy, executive control, weak oversight, massive discretionary spending. Speaker, this is not the formula for efficiency. This is a fertile ground for corruption. Yes, the bill provides for annual reports, audited accounts, tabling in Parliament. But let us be honest, this is after the fact accountability. We see it in the Auditor General reports every year, but it's long after the horse has gone through the gate. By the time parliaments see these reports, contracts will have been signed, funds will have been spent, decisions will be irreversible. Accountability is not just retrospective, it is contemporaneous and preventive. The irony is that in the memorandum it speaks of transparent management. Yet procurement is not transparently structured. Decisions are not subject to real-time disclosure. Oversight is not independent. Confidentiality is criminally enforced. So, Speaker, this is not transparency. This is opacity dressed up in legislative language.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Me don't know. Me never know, so me don't live for see this, you know. Me never know me don't live for see one of one Jamaican. You saw not talk about the black man. A black man. Oh, no, want the white man. You don't say the white man don't do what him do. And I know say the white man would never want to take away on the land. And I know say the white man who don't want for just have control over uno. Uno see it though. Uno say are the white man, you know. Want suppress the black, you know. But are the black man help the white man for suppress we? Are the black man sell we to the white man for turn we in a slave? And we are seeing a repeat now that we very own black man want to take control of us. Murder us without any explanation. And then I say that a white man a do it, or a black man a do it. And be reasonable in no conscience, no? I Beverly agree. No, talk to me. Tell me your experience. We don't want to hear about the history, but from what we have grown to learn among our own color. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth now. This is not a wig. This time in a Beverly, it's a sew on here. Not a wig. See? Not a wig this time. Yes, you thank me for correcting Fergie. Yeah, man. No, I ask a question and I want you to answer me. I want you to tell me the truth that God loves. Let's put the history aside. But since we come into this world, and since we grow up among our own black people, tell me who you see suppress we. Oh, the black, somebody. No, but want me on a reason, you know. Reason, real reason. Come out of the nonsense where them I tell you. Forget about that. We want to talk. Thank you. Thank you, Elaine. Since we come into this world and all of it, let's use our own little Jamaica. Make we use our own little community among ourselves. I thought the truth where God love. Who is our worst enemy? Who is our worst enemy? Who bad mind each other? Who sell out each other? Talk to me. Who son and I want the white man? Because a black man, and you know, and a white man come lead it. But where white man I don't, where black man I don't know. The black man has set up one bill that you not even have control over your own land. Our same kind. Huh? Him sit down and then family and say, hand alive your black brother. And I give him no chance. No give him no chance. And the white man come out and I say, it's not right. The white man, you know, one son and I want to know, come out and I say, it's not right. I speak on your behalf. Oh, yes, Fergie. Buster want to keep the establishment with the English while Norman Manley talk differently. Make we discuss truth, no? Make we discuss our own experience. Not the experience of our foreparents. Sad for them that they have that experience. Make we talk about our own experience or we experience now. And make we put it in a black and white. Since a black and white you don't want to talk about. Who is suppressed with? You own black man and make a bill for passing at the house. That's him want control black people. Oh, no, I want to talk about it. And a life when without no chance for see the judge. For plea your cause. And a life all of them. Who do it? Tell me who do it. I white man do it. Tell me say a white man do it now. Tell me say a white man do it. Me talk about our experience. Hey, you want to go and say that?
Boy, you reach a point where you always I say this year, boy, worse. meaning, Anjan, me not hide fi tell you. What we did? Where are we? As like we lost, you know. When I come to think of it, you know, because to all me see it is like the government is bent one way, and Jamaica sure right now with all of this I just say money talk and who you know and who vouch you. Allow me I tell?
Yeah.
The regular man have to just call fame life. Me see people now they say right now for them life no worth nothing. And a man on the outside would see it and say, what make him a priest? But I not like because the Prime Minister come up boldly and say, hey, them are go wear body camera. And then now what the security minister say him a security and peace. So me not understand if me they do the right and the main issue the public have is accountability. Then why not just make them do it if all the while all of them shoot out our ear. Make we see it, give we proof. That's fair enough.
It's fair enough.
But
you have some music playing in your music in your background.
Oh, you hear better now?
You can't come out of music?
I would have left from boy, yeah, so. No.
You have to change your location and call me back.
Alright.
Yeah. Amy Brandnigan, something like say your name. Trump is God. I think you want a conversation. You feel lonely, don't? You feel lonely and empty. You don't have no happiness around you, don't? And you just come on the platform and say, you know, if I say something, them I'm going to say something back. And I'm going to make you feel good tonight. I'm going to make you feel good. Yeah, Trump a God. Trump can blow a breath and he can fall rain and he can strike lightning and he can do everything. Yeah, Trump a God. I know you want to feel good, man. You need a little loving and you need a little. You take off it. Me tell you, know. Sometimes when somebody, you just know that I just want somebody to just pay a little attention. Because you know so we are right at madness. You know so we are right. Me not rush her. Honestly, she just want to feel a little company tonight. I'm not going to rush her. Honestly, I'm not rush her. Make she stay. Make she enjoy the moment. I know she know what she say madness. No. But back to the story. I mean, a young man did come up with a good point, you know, but him the music in the background and you know say YouTube will give me copyright. We da talk about who we see as suppressor now. Tell me from anyone of you on the platform here. If you have an experience, you can type it. From the day you were born and you have sense, which white man oppress you? Type in a comment. Which white man you work for and then appear you? Type in a comment. Which white man pie down anybody for you? Type in a comment. Type in a comment. Tell me the truth. Which white man analyze anybody for you? Type in a comment. You say, on now wake up, on want a rude awakening. Thank you, Beverly Gray. Tell me which white man can cuss you at your yard and lift up them frack over them head and bend down and go along and carry on. Type in a comment. Tell me which white woman or which white man. Thank you, Fergie. Thank you. Well, let me tell you my experience. Let me tell you my experience. Since I'm afraid for talk phone, let me tell you mine. I left Jamaica and go to other people's country to work. And unfortunately, I work for Jamaican and I work for different nationality. And the worst one me work for, when you type in the comment and tell me, the worst one when me work for, and no one pay me. Tell me if I did different nationality or are the Jamaican. Black Jamaican. Ah, Vian, the Jamaican. One I time, thank you, Beulah. One Sunday, I say, when me just go and me try work because I want work money for send back home for the pitney them. Life did hard and I go for make it better. And one Sunday, one lady tell me, say, one woman need for one day work. But a Sunday, so I say, all right, me not bother go to church. Me I go work the Sunday. Me go there. That time I was $30 or $35 should have pay, for the day. But a day work and you want the little hustling. So you go do your little hustling. People on this life, hey, I want man, me have to send around there, go act like I'm a man. I want man, one church brother go around there, go act like him I'm a man. And she give him one day for come back for your money. All one month me can't get no pay. One day work. Got one next time for do one day work. So she wants somebody for do ironing. People, it look like for the whole year them that they had night iron. Me got to find after 7 in the morning. All after 8 in the night, me still turn up a iron. Where you say Beulah, anywhere me go again in this world, and a Jamaican, and listen me, couple good one out there, but me I tell you the truth, a good one I go suffer for you bad. If me ever say me I go work, and you say your name, Ja, I'm going to jam me what you say. Me no want to hear nothing more. Me not working for you. Hey, me see some people suffer under them on a Cayman Island, Hey, them wicked. You see some of them will go there and get papers. I want someone to pass by your ear when I say wicked. Hey, on hell never want to know. I want no wicked. Hell no want to know no wicked. You know abuse your own black brother and sister. You know wicked. You not search for a good one. Couple good one there, man. Couple good one there where we have good mind. And the funniest thing, I work for Black Caymanian. I'm not telling a lie. Them pay me. I work for Black Caymanians. So something wrong with Black Jamaican. And the white and the black one, them pay me. Caymanian. You hear? Caymanian. Pay me. And Jamaica. The last one me have encounter, hey, I don't even bother bring up the argument. Lord Jesus. Hey, me don't want to work for no. Something about, me don't know. Me don't know if the slave that when come at Jamaica are the worst type one them. Me don't know. He look like I'm the worst one them. Can't come like we terrible about anything else. What Bob Hill say? Let me see what Bob Hill say. Let me say, oh, let me say, Vienna answer Bob Hill say, I don't understand you. So the very few good ones are out there? Hard. You see enough time as some people where here get pie down here? And they own black brother, they hurt, you know. Some of them, we terrible, man. Somebody need to drive it truth in a way. That's the only way we are going to get better. Terrible. Oh. Look what this man want to know. Look what this man, look on the bill that this man a carry got parliament for go pass. And tell me now. Talk to me. Talk to me. For him, one control. And I see him very black brother then. Will look like you. You come and talk about you grow up poor. Yeah, but we get sense of it now, so enough of what them in tell we lie them did I tell we. We do my own research and find the truth out. Talk to me, man. Make we reason. Make we reason. The truth. Gosh, man. The man a pass one bill with anything him say. Eh? Look where man and wife lay down in a bed and a discuss. That's why she run out with the account about her husband. I get interview about her husband. This and her husband. And you see them a go around, go around. My brother and sister. My brothers and my sister. We have to change our behavior. That we have to change our behavior. If we want to get better, we have to change our behavior. Anyway, we are going to still highlight these things. And we're not stop talking about the Naira bill right now until we see some changes are then done with it. We're not going to accept this bill. And we Jamaican with sense must talk against it. They can't fool you again, Beulah. We have to change our mindset too. And love one another. And stop the madness where we are against each other too. We have some part to play too. Just pie down your one another. And that's sound no sense. We should have build a army. Our resilience. We should have build a mighty army to defend our own rights. But no, we are so divided. Anyway, you know, Mr. Man, I smell like somebody smoke marijuana. Nobody in my yard no smoke. So where that the center come from? Strong too. You smell the revolution. It a go come up, man. But make rule for take people land by your command. What is a how to order this? Now where you say the CEO can't go against it. Then what you better get CEO for? Eh? When I done come talk about Michael Manlina bringing communism. When I say who are bringing in, you know? Hi, Linda. Welcome. When I say who strategically are bringing the communist power. One man. When I say one other the man are bringing. When I blind. When I blind. When I blind. When I blind. When I see. A one other the man are bringing in. One done. Look like on them see what go on. You man a general van. Big old general. Big old general. I have one more something for play phone before I go. I'm going to get myself a good night rest. And I'm Mark Golden.
Landmark being operated by a single officer, a CEO with no board and no proper oversight. It's wrong. This bill ought to establish a board along the lines that Jamrock is intended to follow, and that board should be the board to which the CEO reports. And there should be proper governance provisions in the schedule as to how that board operates and clear lines of oversight and accountability. Jamrock legal powers and is not a legal construct. It cannot effectively provide oversight or ensure accountability within NARA. It has no legal authority and it doesn't exist in law. And to suggest otherwise is very misleading. 4 says that for the purpose of performing its functions under the Act, the authority may, subject to any regulations that may be made, do anything and enter into any transaction which, in the opinion of the authority, is necessary to ensure the performance of its functions. Anything. And that effectively means that the CEO can unilaterally decide the scope and boundaries of its activities. Because the CEO is the only required employee. There will be other employees, but the CEO is the only person who has real authority under this legislation within the construct of NARA itself. And it says that he, before she, can do anything and enter into any transaction which in the opinion of the authority, which means his or her opinion, is necessary to ensure the performance.
When I hear them, I'm mad this. When I hear them.
Third to clause 5, which deals with the appointment of the chief executive officer. The law is not clear as to who the chief executive officer reports to. There is a reporting section where the minister can require reports, but that's a different thing from a management perspective and a governance perspective. Who does the CEO report to? It's not clear. How is the CEO's deliverables decided? What are the key performance indicators applicable to the authority and to the CEO's functions? Nothing at all on this. It says that in section 10 that NARA reports to the Prime Minister, but there's nothing about the CEO's reporting responsibility. And that is a big issue.
People, I want to pay attention here. Make we pay attention. Again, this is where we're going to leave the show for tonight. Um, I really want to tell you thanks that I really love and appreciate your presence. Without you, it would be of no use. So, have yourself a great night and I hope your sleep be sweet. And if it's the will of God, we'll meet again tomorrow. All right? Good night for now. Bye. Love you. Thank you, Con Henry. Bye. Love you over TikTok. Good night, Beulah. Good night, Vian. Good night, everybody. Good night, Fergie. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Until we meet again tomorrow. Love you. Bye.